Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone, passion for excellence. Dow Automotive Systems, improving durability and increasing design flexibility with Betamate structural adhesives at dowbetamate.com. And by Hyundai. Experience the 2011 Hyundai Sonata today at HyundaiSonata.com.
This is Autoline Daily for January 6, 2011, and now the news. There is a bombshell of a report coming out of Paris. Renault suspended 3 of its managers for leaking secrets about the company's electric car technology. As you know, Renault and Nissan have invested over $5 billion in EV technology, far more than any other automaker. And the French are outraged over this. France's Minister of Industry called this industrial espionage and declared France is in an economic war. But that's about all we know for right now, and I can't wait to get more details on this. Who was involved? How much money did they get? Who paid them? But you know, one of the recent WikiLeaks documents showed France is believed to do more industrial espionage than any other country in the world, including Russia and China. Well, finally, Toyota gets some good news. Last year, a former attorney for the company, a guy named Dimitrios Biller, accused the company of hiding evidence in rollover accidents. He leaked internal documents and confidential information, which some congressmen used to attack Toyota. The case ended up in front of an arbitrator who dismissed all of Biller's charges and awarded Toyota $2.5 million for the leaks and $100,000 in punitive damages. Yesterday, Consumer Reports attacked Ford. Today, they pat them on the back. Ford barely finished second to Toyota in a Consumer Reports perception survey of car brands. The magazine asked car owners to rate companies in 7 different categories. Ford finished at or near the top of the categories that mattered most to consumers: safety, quality, and value. Even though Toyota remains first, its rating has tumbled the last 2 years. In fact, if it had not been for Toyota's strong showing in the environmentally friendly category, Ford would have finished first. There could be a tidal wave of Chinese car exports surging across the world. According to Gasgoo, many other Chinese cities may copy Beijing and start limiting the number of cars they allow. That's going to exacerbate a growing problem of overcapacity in China. They're going to be tempted to start exporting that capacity to other countries. Today, China exports only 3% of its production, but the government expects that to grow to 20% by 2015. Seems like GM's making a big push on the electronics front. Yesterday, we reported the automaker will sell its OnStar system as a standalone unit, and today it's announced another high-tech innovation. It's partnered with PowerMat, the maker of a wireless charging system for cell phones and other personal electronic devices. The GM Ventures subsidiary has invested $5 million in PowerMat to help accelerate its development. The automaker plans to offer the technology on many of its future vehicles starting in mid-2012. And not surprisingly, the Chevy Volt will be one of the first to get the system. And Buick just revealed its new compact sedan called the Verano. As the brand's entry-level model, it slots in just below the newly introduced Regal, although the two are kind of close in size. The Verano is just 9 inches shorter and 2 inches narrower, sharing the same Delta II architecture as the Chevy Cruze. Under its chrome-adorned hood sits a familiar Ecotec 4-cylinder engine, but at 2.4 liters it delivers an unremarkable 177 horsepower. What's also familiar is the styling. Inside and out, the Verano fits nicely in the Buick lineup, borrowing all kinds of design cues from the LaCrosse and Regal. Pricing hasn't been announced yet, but Autoblog estimates it will start at $21,000 and top out around $26,000. Look for the Verano at dealerships later this year. Coming up next, it's time for You Said It. We'll be back right after this.
Introducing Bridgestone's 3rd generation of run-flat tires with groundbreaking new Bridgestone technologies. Bridgestone run-flat tires offer improved ride comfort, lower rolling resistance, and improved wear while giving you the peace of mind and comfort you need.
And now it's time for You Said It. Ralph Kercheval saw our report on Consumer Reports criticizing Ford for its My Ford Touch system because it's too complicated and says, would you just hop in a car and not learn how to operate items you're not familiar with? I don't think so. My point is, it's easier to complain about the functions and operation instead of taking a few minutes to learn the operation. Consumer Report, please stick to your lab tests of peanut butter and which chewing gum has the best flavor. Ralph, I completely agree that people need to take some time to learn how to operate this technology. I know that my enthusiast friends say that only simple control should be in a car. But you know, when I learned how to heel and toe in a car, it took a lot of practice. Same with doing handbrake turns. Took me a while to learn how to do that. And the same goes for systems like My Ford Touch. You have to get familiar with it so that it becomes second nature and is not distracting. Jim saw us on Autoline After Hours giving presents and lumps of coal for the best and worst of 2010. I gave the singer CeeLo Green a present for Best Music Video called, I'll put it politely, F You. And Jim says, John, I have to tell you that you are responsible for corrupting me early in 2011. Ever since your mention of the CeeLo Green video of FY, I can't stop humming that tune. I hope you feel bad. Well, Jim, if it makes you feel any better, I can't get it out of my head either. Especially the line, sorry, can't afford a Ferrari, which is the automotive reference that led me to mention the song on After Hours. And Nick saw our report on VINs and corrected us on this one. He writes, on your segment on reading a VIN, your example is short 1 digit. The sequence number is 6 digits, not 5. All I can say, Nick, you got a good eye. We didn't miss that number. And finally, HTG, Herman the German, is looking forward to Autoline After Hours tonight when our guest will be Bob Lutz. He says, let's aim for 2 hours with Herr Lutz. I hear he likes fondue and vodka. Actually, HTG, he likes martinis. In fact, if we even just mention it, he'll probably tell us how to mix the perfect martini. Tune in tonight to find out. Coming up on Monday and Tuesday, we're going to be webcasting live from the Detroit Auto Show starting at noon Eastern Time. We've got a fantastic lineup of executives, experts, and other notables. We're going to give you a live walk-around on the show floor to show you what's going on. By the way, we're looking for a few reliable folks to help us moderate our chat room on next Monday and Tuesday. So if you are interested in moderating the chat room, send an email to Ben Sanders at bsanders@blueskyproductions.tv, as in television. That's bsanders@blueskyproductions.tv. And that's today's report on the top news in the global automotive industry. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.